I think it's a very dangerous precedent, and I think it's one that will have far-reaching negative consequences. Additionally, to address the mass shootings, it's not the guns that did the shooting. It was a failure of the mental health system. And the mass shootings significantly were by people who had severe mental problems, exacerbated by use of antidepressant drugs that they had abused, creating a circumstance where they had no feelings. And so, as the former president myself of the Mid-Carolina Mental Health Association, and I served on the state board of the Mental Health Association, I've always had a strong feeling of support, and I support the legislation of Congressman Tim Murphy of Pennsylvania to reform mental health laws that would address the issue. What the president's proposed would have, of all the shootings, none of them would have been averted by what he's proposing. By having mental health reform, the mass shootings by individuals would have been stopped. The other fact is that San Bernardino was not due to the guns, it was due to terrorism. And so I believe what the president's proposing is a diversion from the real issues, which are mental health reform and terrorism. And it took him 5 days to even identify the San Bernardino attack as a terrorist attack, and he still didn't identify who did it, and it was the Islamic extremist.
Because we have 10 more months under his term, do you think more executive orders are forthcoming?
Sadly, I do. He announced that he would be ruling by pen and telephone. That's wrong. That's really a description of a not a constitutional democracy.
Besides defense, what other big issues